All right, in this video, I want to talk to you about the Instagram Empire Blueprint. Now, this is a method that's really going to show you how to build up, what I mean when I say empire is a conglomerate of pages that have a lot of followers that you can start to monetize. That way, you're not stuck in putting all of your eggs in one basket and just trying to build up one single page on Instagram. I think that, yeah, that works for some people, but if you really want passive income from multiple streams, right, then building up a lot of pages is going to be important. And then you can monetize them for money in different ways. So two things that we're going to discuss as we go over this blueprint. Number one is right here on my screen. We're going to talk about niche pages versus micro niche pages, okay? So it's very important to understand the difference between the two. And the engagement differences are incredible between the two. All right. The other thing that we're going to talk about is how you can use this follower piggyback and double dip method that we use. So you can basically, I guess, funnel all of your followers or a good portion of your followers from one of your niche pages to your micro niche pages or vice versa, without having to do any additional marketing or spend any money or paying for shout outs or anything like that. It's a very simple method that a lot of people don't use that works. Volumes. All right, so check this out. What we're going to do first is we're going to talk about the difference between niche pages versus micro niche pages. So let's come back over here to Instagram. And in some of these trainings, I will do this on I guess you could say like directly on my phone, but I really want the screen to be big. And so right now we don't really necessarily have to look at the mobile Instagram app. Just so you know, we'll do more of that in a little bit when we start implementing stuff. Okay, so what is a niche page? So a niche page would be workout is important, okay? So in the fitness niche, this is just kind of appealing to anybody and everybody that wants to work out. I mean, they're posting like tips on getting buff, tips for women, dieting tips. There's all sorts of different, like completely random things in here. And it's good. It works, right? You can see that they're doing well. But a micro niche would be something like CrossFit, all right? So if we come over here and we start looking at CrossFit pages, this would be a micro niche page. Now this is just the first thing that showed up. Obviously this isn't like, they don't have a massive following, but you could also type in keto diet, right? You could type in any type of workout stuff. So you could type in different yoga pages, right? So you could come over here and you could start looking for building yoga specific followings, and that's going to be a far more passionate following than just fitness in general. You could do Pilates. Another good example of this would be dogs. All right, so this is just a dog lovers page. We looked at this in the last module, but not everybody just loves, dogs. They might really be passionate about a specific type of dog, probably one that they own, right? One that's part of their family. So while dog lovers is going to appeal to just people in general that like dogs, a micro niche page would be something like pit bulls. All right, so pit bulls of Instagram. I don't know how many followers they have. Let's see, 1.6 million. All right, so dogs in general had 2 million followers. Pit bulls of Instagram have 1.6 million followers. So you would have different micro niche pages, and you can use them all to build up the big dog page or your big brand page, whatever it may be. Let's type in, I don't know, let's just type in Pomeranian. All right. So you've got Bertie Bert the Pom here, but that's actual influencer dog. Yes, there are influencer dogs. But let's just look at Pomeranian Love here. 0 followers, not too hot. All right, so Pomeranian. Let's say baby Pomeranian puppies. 106,000 followers, right? Much less than pit bulls. And sure, if you do a little bit of deep diving, you can go in and you can find bigger pages than this. One way to do that is when you're looking at a page that has a decent following, and I would say 50,000 plus would be a decent following, there's this little down arrow right here, and you can click it, and it's going to suggest to you other popular and similar pages. So now we're seeing all of these other Pomeranian pages, and most of the time if you click on these, they'll have a decent following, right? If they are getting suggested, look, DM us for a paid promotion, then they probably have a decent following, 47,000 followers. And you'll find that different dogs have different, more popular breeds will have larger followings, right? Like pit bulls at 1.6. So that would be the difference between a niche page and a micro niche page, right? So what you want to be able to do is you want to be able to have micro niche pages when it's necessary. It's not always necessary to do that. And then really big niche pages that you can monetize. This way you have an empire. So if you're selling t-shirts and you want to sell a t-shirt about dogs, you're probably going to do much better selling a pit bull t-shirt to people on a pit bull page, right? That's what I'm trying to get to here. Now let's talk about the follower piggyback method. And I want to draw this out for you, and I want to show you exactly what I mean by this in different ways to use this with the micro niche pages. So another example would be if we come over here and we look at, let's go back to this one right here, jewelry. Okay. All right, so if we come over here and we look at a jewelry page, I misspelled jewelry, hold on. There we go. All right, so if we look at a jewelry page over here, and I'm just gonna click on this one right here. All right, so this page has 17,000 followers. Well, that's great. Not everybody in here is looking on Instagram is just looking for jewelry. Typically, if you're looking for jewelry, you're looking for a ring, or you're looking for a specific diamond, a specific gold, right? So while this is an epic page to have, a micro niche page would be like rings, right? People that are looking for jewelry might be shopping for a ring, right? Or a bracelet, or an earring, or a watch, right? So this would be, rings would be a great example of a micro niche page. Now, how do you use this piggyback method to really build up all of your pages for free, right? Coming back over here, looking at our follower piggyback and double dip method. Now, we know that if somebody is interested in rings, right? They're probably also interested in necklaces, or also interested in watches, maybe anklets, whatever it may be, right? So we have, this is my personal page I run right here too. So what we're doing is we have 122,000 followers on our rings page. And you can see that really what we post all is really focused on rings specifically. Congruency is key, right? And you'll notice that in our bio here, and this is something we'll discuss later, what we do is we actually tag our other pages that we have, like bracelets, earrings, necklaces, and charms. And this page is going to basically just post about bracelets, sell bracelets, earrings, necklaces, charms, and you can use all of these to really funnel all of your followers to a main big brand page or a big niche page like jewelry in general. So by tagging your other micro niche pages, as long as they're relevant in your bio, which I'll show you how to do later as we get deeper into this course, you can pick up more followers because people come visit your page, they like the content that you're posting, and they say, you know what, I'd love to see what type of bracelets they also have. Boom, 30,000 followers over here on the bracelets page. Now you'll notice on the bracelets page, we're double tipping because we're saying, hey, by the way, follow rings, earrings, necklaces, and charms, right? Now on the earrings page, which people can see in our bio, when they come to look at our page and look at images we've posted, they can click on earrings, 18,000 followers over here. So you're not going to see all of your followers jump over to every page, but it's a great way to double dip, a great way to push people to your other pages as long as they're relevant. and let people know, hey, if you want to follow images and post about necklaces and charms, which you could see as these two, you know, were those two were the least, I guess, popular, you can follow those as well. All right. So let me draw this out for you, and I want to really show you how the full blueprint, the whole thing looks in a separate video. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give you the blueprint in a PDF, and you can download it and you can print it out, you can whatever, save it on your computer, and you can always follow this and understand that micro niche pages oftentimes are necessary dependent on what your marketing and what your goal is, right? Like travel doesn't necessarily need a micro niche, but jewelry does, right? Or dogs oftentimes do. So you got to really look at your current or your potential path that you want to take and make these decisions. And then a way to piggyback and double dip off of your pages to get your followers to go follow all of these other different pages that you own as well. So you have massive, massive, massive reach. So let's go to the next video. I'm going to draw out this entire map for you. It's going to be really cool. And then we're going to dive into really building your Instagram page and growth hacks and different strategies that you can use to explode your engagement, explode following, and monetize them and actually make some money. All right, so I'll see you on the next video.